Next up, we'll be talking about dream relics, which are imagined objects that are regularly or intentionally spawned into lucid dreams by the dreamer to serve a specific purpose. So this is basically a way of like passive dream control versus some of the more brute force methods that we were doing with like, the hand, eyes, door technique. So he has a couple different examples in here. So one, he talks about his glasses of clear sight, which I think I brought up in a previous video, where James would say, if the dream wasn't really that clear, vibrant, he would reach into his pocket, pull out glasses, put them on, and then that would help, sharpen everything up. Then he goes a step further in this chapter and says you can actually name these dream relics, which could really just make them a lot easier to find and conjure up. Yeah, so like by calling these his glasses of clear sight, he would reach into his pocket, intend for them to be there, and then he'd even say out loud like, I will find my glasses of clear sight in my pocket or something, and then put them on. He has a few other examples in here, like pills of awakening if you want to wake up out of a dream. Although for that one in particular, I have a technique personally that has never failed me once I figured it out. Has always worked for me literally 100% of the time to wake up out of a dream. And that's simply by closing my eyes really hard, shaking my head back and forth, and that breaks through to my real head, and I go ahead and wake up. And that's worked for me both in my lucid dreams and then also the few times I've been in sleep paralysis and was really freaking out and was trying to get up out of it. It's worked for me there as well. If you're having trouble speaking, like we talked about several videos back, you could try to cough up the frog in your throat, which could solve that. Some other examples, like you could carry around with you an extra dimensional portal to teleport to different places, or have a high-tech pause button to pause the dream environment around you and, go and move through the dream space that way. Then he also highlights something pretty important here, that you don't want to try and attach a specific look to these different dream relics, but like take like his glasses of clear sight, for example. So say like you want to find these glasses, you reach into your pocket, but instead of pulling out like regular, blind people glasses like these things, you pull out glasses that look like sunglasses. And then because you have this attachment to you wanting them to look like, regular blind people glasses, when they come out looking like sunglasses, that could introduce some level of doubt into your mind and will cause it to not work. So you want to try and be loose with how they look. And he writes a little bit about that here. By not being particular to the charming good looks of your dream relics, you avoid placing doubt on their ability to function properly. Right? And then we'll close it out with this. At bottom, dream relics are surely just useful words, forming a concept that takes advantage of how the dreaming mind works, which I think is a pretty cool and straightforward explanation about why these things can actually be useful. Now, this is not something I make use of barely ever at all, like especially like not on purpose within my lucid dreams, which is yet another good reason why it's good to keep reading these books, because it can fill you with more good ideas that this is something that I will definitely want to be trying to implement into my own personal practice. But that will wrap it up until the next video. Keep the lucid dreaming practice legit.